I don't celebrate New Year, by the way, so it's not something. If I feel like having a special day, okay. So we can start now, Farooq, if you like.
Yes, sure, ma'am.
Let's do our questions. I haven't have any new questions. Hold on. I'm looking for them for my, okay. I don't know how recent it is,
No problem.
but let's try. Still looking for those part 1 questions. I have already cue card questions. At least I have 2 that are new, but for part 1, it's just I'm still browsing. Okay, so now I've found some. Okay, let's talk about music, Farooq. You ready? Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, do you often listen to music?
To be honest, not really. I do not regularly listen music, but sometimes I listen music when I get time enough. Then I try to listen some refreshing music or different other musics.
Okay, sounds good. Now you said like not often, but you do listen sometimes. But when you listen to music, which time of the day do you do it?
Well, it may be in the evening when almost every daily activities we have completed and then come to home and refresh
Mhm.
ourselves. Then sometimes we spend time with family members and then try to listen to music.
Okay. So your third question is how much time do you spend when you listen to music? And you said usually when you get home or when you are at home, not at work. So when you get home and you have time to listen, so how much time do you spend usually?
Well, it depends. Sometimes I listen to music in my home, uh, as well as sometimes I try to. I also listen music at my office when I get free time and using headphone from the
Mhm.
laptop. And by this way, and if my roommates who are working with me within my room, then if they after getting from him his permission, then I use open music instead of
Okay.
headphone.
All right. Fair enough. So whether it's at home or at work, you listen to music. How much time do you spend? Like maybe 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 15 minutes? Just maybe
Yeah,
you can
it is
say an average.
actually I cannot. I never count this time because it
Mm,
depends on the uh, length of any music. Some music maybe
mm,
it's 4 minutes, or some music maybe it's longer than that, and it
mhm,
depends. And two or three musics at a time we sometimes
mhm.
listen, but
Okay,
it varies.
the average length of music that's played, this is just my observation, right? It's like normally it's 3 minutes.
Yes.
And yeah, you're right. It's hard to say, it's hard to tell. I also listen to music while I'm doing something, but like all of a sudden, for example, I'm in one place, let's say I'm in the living room and I start listening to music while I'm writing. And all of a sudden, I have a call, and then I move to another place in the house. So I forget about my music. So maybe I just listen maybe half of the music that I play. And then after that, I forget that I'm listening to music. And yeah, I don't know how much time I spend, maybe just half of the music. And then another time of the day, I start listening again. And maybe I'll listen for about 5 minutes or 10 minutes. So it's hard to tell. And I
Yes.
think that's what happens to you too, whether you are at home listening or whether you are at work or maybe you're driving your car. Sometimes I also start listening to my music when I'm driving. And yeah, sometimes you don't know. 2 songs, 3 songs, depends. Okay, last question for your part one. What kind, if you do listen to music, what kind of music do you listen to? There are different kinds. There are ballads, there are country songs. So, what kind of music do you like to listen to?
Well, I try to listen Bangla modern music.
Mm-hmm,
You may call me country music, and
mm-hmm,
India is our neighboring country, and the Hindi music also very popular in our country. So sometimes I also listen the Hindi music. Maybe mostly the romantic film musics.
mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I think that's very popular, like romance or love songs.
Yes,
Uh, yeah,
love song.
about a girl or about a girl and a boy, and the breakup and the crying and things like that.
Yes,
Okay, all right.
but
So that's
in Hollywood movies, we usually don't see such type of musics.
okay. What do you mean? Well, for example, the Titanic music. It's about love of someone to someone, which like that person is in another place, like there it's a distant it's a long distance relationship, let's say, or someone who is who lives somewhere and that person loves that person, and even if they are far apart and this person expresses her love or his love to that person. mm, So that's a Hollywood music, right? Because it's from a movie. Of it's a soundtrack of a movie, The Titanic. Actually, the title is "My Heart Will Go On." So even if they're, I think that someone maybe passed away and go the heart still goes on loving that someone even if that someone is gone already. So I think that's the I'm not sure about I know Titanic they both died. Oh no, not the girl, but um yeah, I don't know who. Anyways, that's a love song. That's about love, the Titanic song. All right, so let's go to your cue card. I'm gonna send it to our group, but let me. So the cue card is about describe a place you have been. Okay, describe a place you have been to where things are expensive. So I'm gonna send that to you because the bullet points where the place is, what the place is like, why you went there, what you bought there, and explain why you think things are expensive there. Okay, I'm gonna share that with you. Do you see it?
Yes, I have found.
All right, so I'll give you 1 minute to prepare. 1 minute to prepare. Okay, your 1 minute starts, and I'll let you know when it's time. Okay, your time is up. You can start speaking now.
Well, few years ago in 2019, I went to Cox's Bazar, which is a, tourist spot, and there is the largest beach in our country, and we went there with our few colleagues for a meeting, attending for a meeting, and after completing meeting, we roam around the beach area to
Mm,
enjoy the nature of that area. Uh, and after visiting the area, beach area, we went to different types of shops for purchasing something. But we found that the price of those items, particularly the ornaments made by shell and different other food items and different dresses, all are very expensive because of the tourist area where our country visitors as well as international visitors uh, visit that area around the year. For this reason, the every everyday product items price is very high, which uh, but the products those are available in that area, Cox's Bazar, are not available in other parts of the country uh, because of the tourist attraction. So we mainly bought some ornaments you made by shell, some food item, dry food, and some dry fish and sea fish. So those sea fish are not available in other country, and the dry fish also very favorite to me, and those fishes are not available in other area. For this reason, maybe the products are expensive compared to other parts of Bangladesh. But the
Time is
products
up.
quality also very good. Thank you.
Um, so I don't know if you want to continue with part three questions.
Yeah, you can ask me. It is a matter of 3 or 4 questions.
Okay. I can give you two more questions for part
Sure.
three.
Okay.
Okay. So here's your question. What transportation do you usually do? Okay, let me say it again. What transportation do you use the most?
Well, in my city, we mostly use uh, a three-wheeler which is run by battery and rechargeable battery. Because few years ago our country stopped four-stroke three-wheeler which consume fuel and the smoke is very harmful for the environment. For this reason, it was banned, and then these three wheelers are very available, and you will get uh, this in any main road, and you will have to pay a very few amounts of money to transport from one place to another in within the city, but it is also available outside of city for a short distance because it is not suitable for long distance. So because of cheap rate, most of the people use these type of transports who have no motorbike or private cars. So for this reason, like others, I also use that mode of transportation system.
Okay, sounds good. So your next question, and this is our last, and then we'll wrap it up. Is that okay with
Okay,
you?
cheers.
Okay, last question. Is public transportation popular in your country?
Uh, Yes, of course, public transportation is very popular in our country because we are the highly densely populated country, and most of the people are lower income and middle income people. So, for so if those two classes of people use the public transportation system for their daily communication and transportation, rather than the high income people who afford private car for their daily use. So public buses, trains are very popular in our country. Though the rail network is not available in across the country, but bus network is very popular and available, and also affordable for everyone.
Okay. All right. So, Farooq, thank you for joining. And hopefully, next time, yeah, it's just my schedule is now random. I'm traveling. So, that's why my schedule is so um, unpredictable. When
Okay,
is
no
the
problem.
time I'm available, and then internet is not so stable. But I'll message if I'm available, and then if you guys also are available, you can just join. Okay.
Sure, sure. So are you
All right.
traveling outside of Canada?
I'm
In
outside of Canada. Yeah.
oh,
Mhm.
okay. Wish you for a
Okay.
safe journey.
All right. Thank you, Farooq.
Thank
Take
you.
care.